Alright, so today's hero video is on Owlbear, a new hero that just launched on server 1, so some of the other servers won't be getting it for a little bit, but Owlbear looks like a pretty awesome and fun hero to play with. So it is a finesse frontline tank, but looking from stats and other things, you may want to almost use it more as a finesse frontline attacker because that's just how he's built. So on his stats wise, okay, now when I said attacker, he does have a pretty low base attack compared to, I know Iceberg has an attack of like 1,200 at Purple 1, Whirling Dagger 705, but it is important to notice that this is at 2-star, so that at 3-star, comparing, he would be at about 600, I'd say. But still, a pretty low attack for, a frontline. He is a tank, but based on life, too, 10,300 life compared to 9,000 of Whirling Dagger. But Iceberg, which is also a frontline finesse tank, has 13,000 life, which makes Owlbear's life seem a little lower. Now, again, with the 3-star, we're looking more at 11,500 to 12,000 life. So a bit more life, but a very high attack speed. Okay, not very high, but a moderately high 0.5 attacks per second, which is really good, especially since we'll be looking on to his skills later. And then an average energy gain of 5. So all around kind of solid stats wise, not really overpowered in any category. Maybe a little less attack than desired, but an all around hero is pretty solid. So the white skill, notice I haven't had time to level these up yet, but these skills look pretty sweet. Owlbear, so bellows out a savage roar, so he gains a bunch of attack. So currently he gains like 300 attack only at a level 11 skill, might I add. So this will be getting a lot higher. But yeah, gaining 300 attack, which is almost close to doubling what his base attack is. Once this skill is up to level 60, this will be more than doubling his attack. But so almost doubles his attack, but he gains attack and rage. So he gains the attack and rage for 5 seconds. So his threat will be maxed out, so all enemies will be trying to target him when he's attacking. But he gets plus 30% movement and attack speed, plus a lot of attack. If you've seen Howling Claw when he goes on his little rage fits when he's really powered up, basically what Owlbear is going to be doing right here. Kind of scary. Any Fury front lines, I'd really watch out because this owl is going to go pretty crazy. With an energy gain of 5 and less acted upon by anything else, it will take 20 seconds for this skill to become fully charged. Then the second skill, Frenzy, another really high attack-based skill. So this hero does 2% increased damage for every 1% health the enemy is missing. So you need to have this leveled up to the maximum level of your hero and what you're fighting against, or else there's a chance for it to just totally fail. But for example, if I'm fighting a hero at 50% life, all of Owlbear's attacks suddenly do double the damage. So that's a really good damage booster there, especially since Owlbear has a pretty decent attack speed. So really, first two skills heavily based on attack. This third one's kind of a fun, more of a supporting skill. So Owlbear lets out a horrifying shriek. I really want to hear that. An Owlbear hybrid shrieking sounds kind of scary, but any defensive shared skills are useless for 5 seconds. So these are skills. It lists them here: Thick Skull, Nimble, Tenacious. So Tenacious, what that does is it allows the enemy to become invulnerable to stun, sleep. Nimble lets them dodge attacks every once in a while. Thick Skull, I believe, is... You have Thick Skull, Battle Hardened. So there's certain skills like... I know Spellbinder has Thick Skull. They can't take more than 10% of their max health and damage per attack. Well, with Owlbear's blue skill, once he lets out that shriek, for the next 5 seconds, all of those defensive skills become absolutely useless. So that's a really powerful skill, kind of a support, knocking everything out of the way. It can open up the opportunity for, say, certain enemies. I believe certain enemies may be immune to bleed effects. So, or wild, resilience, no, tenacious. But yeah, certain defensive abilities like that, they're suddenly gone. I'll see if I can find, I believe it said, I know it knocked out Nimble, so Elder Mohawk isn't allowed to dodge an attack every once in a while. That's also what Noob Hero and Stone Guard have. So it really, opens up the vulnerability of these heroes. So armor proficiency, Shield Maiden has it. It ignores up to a certain amount of damage each attack, but when Owlbear does his little shriek, that no longer matters, and she will then be receiving the full amount of damage from all of your allied heroes for the next 5 seconds. So a really nice kind of disruption skill. And then, so the last one, Rampage. So when this hero dies, this is probably my favorite skill. It's not a resurrect, but just as effective. So when this hero reaches 0 health, instead of dying right away, it rampages for 4 seconds. So during this rampage, your Owlbear will gain rage, so plus 30%, attack speed and movement speed, and then basic attacks will deal additional damage. So he can't be revived in any way. He can't use his white skill while he's rampaging, and none of your ally skills can heal him, but you will get an extra 4 seconds of use out of him, in which he'll do a lot of damage, and the enemy team will still attack him. So for the next 4 seconds, if any of the enemy team is attacking him, they'll just do 0 damage, but this guy will still stand until the 4 seconds is up. Once the 4 seconds is up, he just dies like usual. So a really fun hero to play with, to be honest. Watching him in action is really fun. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, any heroes you'd like me to do next, or epic skills, anything like that, let me know.